middle class. Unions built the middle class. That's a fact. That is a natural fact. Look, I see the world from Scranton. I see the world from working class towns all around this state. And that's why Build Back Better plan that I'm going to do is we're going to, for the first time in a long time, we're going to start rewarding work, not wealth. We're not going to raise taxes on anybody making less than $400,000 a year. But if you make more than that, guess what? You're going to start paying your fair share. You're going to start stepping up. I'm going to ask the big corporations, the wealthy, to step up. You know, 90 of the Fortune 500 companies trying to railroad you guys, 90 of them, didn't pay a penny in taxes. We're going to invest the money that we collect in working people, creating millions of good-paying union jobs. $2 trillion to build a more resilient infrastructure, roads, bridges, water systems, a whole lot more, done by certified labor. And by the way, no matter how many times Trump tries to lie about it, I will not ban fracking, never said I would. But I'm going to end Trump's incentives to send jobs overseas. We have a trade strategy right now where you get 10% cut in your tax if you send a job overseas. We're going to reverse it. You bring a job home, you get 10%. And I want to promise you one thing. You know, the president has control of $600 billion, handing out contracts for construction, for everything from building aircraft carriers to public housing. Well, here's the promise I make to you. Not one single contract will be let to a contractor who doesn't have products that are all made in America. That's a guarantee. Every one. We're allowed to do that now, but we've never done it. It's about time we stepped up and made sure people are. By the way, one other thing I want to mention here. Donald Trump talks about himself as a tough guy. I grew up with guys like him in Scranton, around in Scranton. They thought because they had more money than us, they could look down their nose at us. They thought that because they came from well-known families, they somehow were better. But let me tell you something. He talks about how tough he is, how hard-working he is, how he's done so much. Well, let me tell you things that bothered me most in this campaign, and I have to tell you. The way he talked about our veterans as being losers, losers. What's this guy all about? Who is he? He doesn't understand what's going on. Folks, my son was the Attorney General of Delaware. He gave up the seat to go fight in Iraq for a year. He won the Bronze Star, the Conspicuous Service Medal. He came home and he died of cancer, but he came home and guess what? He was no loser. Trump's a loser. And all of you have served. All of you have served. I really mean it. Think about it. Think about it. Is it any wonder why? This is the first president I'm aware of. The 6 top generals that work for him, 6 4-star admirals and generals, they all left saying he wasn't worthy of being commander-in-chief. They quit. McCraven, McChrystal, Special Forces. These are the guys who did a lot commanding. They both endorsed me. And then came along 22 4-stars stepped up and endorsed me, saying because they knew I'd have their back as commander-in-chief. This guy doesn't get it. I really mean it. Many of you served. Took physical courage to do it. He doesn't get it. Folks, we owe the military. 1% of the Americans are protecting the other 99% of us. We owe them big. Look, we can only get this done, though. We can only get this done in Pennsylvania, if Pennsylvanians vote. We got to make sure everyone returns their ballot or vote tomorrow. Make sure everyone you know does the same. It's time to rebuild the backbone of this country, the middle class, and this time bring everybody along, everybody. It's time to unite this country. There's an amazing thing about this moment in our history. On the one hand, we're facing the biggest threats to who we are what we believe in our lifetimes. But on the other hand, our future has never been more promising. I've said it many times. I'm more optimistic about America's future today than when I got elected as a 29-year-old kid to the Senate. Here's why. We're better positioned than any nation in the world to lead the 21st century. Our workers are 3 times productive as workers around the world. We have the biggest economy in the world, the strongest military in the history of the world. We have the most innovative entrepreneurs. We're virtually energy independent. And we have more great research universities than the rest of the world combined. No other nation can touch us. No other nation can lead us. We can lead by the power of our example, not just the example of our power. The only thing that can tear America apart is America itself. And that's exactly what Donald Trump's been trying to do from the very beginning. Divide America, pitting Americans against one another, rural versus urban, based on race, gender, ethnicity, national origin, or religion. That's wrong. That's not who we are. Everybody knows who Donald Trump is. But we're about honor, integrity, dignity. This is the United States of America. We've got to let them show who we are. We choose hope over fear. We choose unity over division. We choose science over fiction. And yeah, we choose truth over lies, constant lies. So folks, it's time to stand up. Take back this democracy. We can do this. We're so much better than we've been. We can be who we are at our best. Not blue states and red states, but the United States of America. So let's take it back. And I promise you, my concluding comment, my dad used to say the only way to deal with power is with power. The only way we can deal with corporate greed in America is union power. That's a fact. You're the only ones that keep the barbarians on the other side of the gate, man. You're the only ones. So, folks, I promise you, the Fair Labor Standards Act passed way back in Roosevelt's day didn't say we're allowed to have unions. It said the government should promote unions. I promise you, I will be the most pro-union president you have ever seen. I guarantee you a seat at the table. God love you all, and thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get this vote out. May God protect our troops. Thank you. I want to do something that I feel very proud about. That son I told you about, who I lost,